Hello, friends. Welcome back to the course. So, till now we have covered um, creating first application, Android first application, and setting up emulator and running the application. Then some basic concept of Kotlin, which is needed for starting Android coding. So, um, actually, Kotlin part is very vast. It has many. It will if I cover entire Kotlin topics, then it will eat up all the time. So till now, whatever is I covered, that is fine for understanding and starting the coding. And um, today I will come back to Android. So till now, you just run the application and then print the text value on the screen. Now I'll explain what is Android, how it works actually. So, so it is today's part is theoretical mainly. So let's start. Okay, so actually, Android, if you see as a whole, it has uh, four main components. One is activities. So in this course, we will focus only on activities. Another one is services, and then broadcast receiver, and then content provider. So activities actually is a component which provide screen to the user. You see here in emulator the screen that is actually a activity. So user can interact with the application through activity. Yeah, so it is a interface between hardware between the application and the user. So then services. Services actually needed if some work user want to do on background, like downloading images or downloading something or some data processing or anything. Then for that services is useful. So services another component. So for background process we need services. Services are of two type mainly. So I will just tell you high level. One is start service, other one is bound service. Start service is like you just start and then it will complete the process and then stop. Service itself stop. But bound service is bound to the component. It can be service another service itself, or it can be activity also. So like some suppose one activity needs some work to be done in background continuously, and so in that case we need bound service. It's like provide a client server in, type of communication. Broadcast receiver is like suppose there are two components. You want to send some information to other component, just uh, um, like just to inform something. For that we need broadcast receiver. And content providers like to provide data to the other application, other process. It can be data, it can be file, it can be image. So something you want to expose outside the application, we need content providers. So these are the high level introduction of the four components. Before we start, let me tell you actually that Android application runs on a single thread. So for that, that's why we need to be careful while coding. If anything you want to do, like process some process or downloading, then use services or use background thread, because if you try to do on main thread, then it will block the UI. So programmer has to take care of this. System will not take care. So in services also, if you start from activity, then actually on same thread. So if you want to do some try then some work, then you have to create another thread and then do on that. So that's uh, that's high level introduction. The main component I told. So now each component have its own life cycle. Life cycle means it will create, it will work, and it will destroy. There is services, it will broadcast receiver and content provider. So right now I will tell you regarding activity life cycle. So for that I have downloaded one screenshot from Google Android documentation. So that explains how activity comes into picture and destroy itself. So um, when we user launch any application, first callback is on create. So you see we have uh, first callback. It's when we create class activity, it will be by default created. Then after that it will create UI and all, but it will the UI will not be in a picture, it will not be displayed. Then it will call itself uh, on start, then on resume. After resume, UI will be displayed and user can interact with the UI. In some and then if suppose user wants to switch to other application or want to close, then after that the callback will be on pause. If it is user want to stop, it pressed back, then it will call on stop. After that system will destroy based on the um, if it is back, then it will destroy, or if directly user switch to other component, then Android OS will destroy, then activity shut down. Suppose after the stop, user come back and then start again, then it will call restart and then start, and then it will be in this order again. On pause, after suppose application comes again in the foreground, then it will go back to on resume. If suppose application is running, OS can kill anytime if a resource is not available. It can be from pause, it can be from stop, and then if it is killed, then it will again you have to it will cover our entire life cycle. So to show these callback, I have just added some code here. So if we run this, then you will see how callback is uh, coming. So let's start. We will see in the log. So you see on start called, on resume called, on create called. The order is same. On create, then on start, start, then on resume, and there will be no call for this. On start, on create a start, resume, that's it. So suppose if I press back, that means I am done with the application. Then it will be called or on pause and then on stop. Destroy will be taken care by system. Suppose if I come back here and then again select this, then again it will, after start it will restart as I told here. After stop it will be restart, then start, then resume, and user can interact after this. um yeah, so suppose if I kill this, that means it will be destroyed. So if it is destroy, if I launch again, then it will have to, yeah, this one. So again it will be called from starting on create, on start, on resume, that's it. So these you see how callback is happening. I told all from start, resume, and pause also. Pause is see, on pause call, on stop. So this is the main theory part in this lecture I have covered. So from next lecture onward, you'll start some coding in Android where you can provide input. User can click something and then get the response. So some basic coding and basic interaction we will provide to the user. If you have any question, just type in the comment. And so the question, my general question, there is one more question from my side. If you consider as assignment, you see in this life cycle, right? There is a on create, then corresponding on destroy is there. See, there is a on start, then corresponding on stop is there. There is on resume, then corresponding on pause is there. So why the life cycle is like this? Why it is defined like this? Suppose on create, on start, on resume, instead of pause, we can just say on stop also. So this is the question. Do some research and come up with the answer, and then if you find the answer, just comment in the comment box below the video. If you don't find the answer, I will explain in the next lecture why this callback is like this. There is a corresponding start, and then correspond means if it is formation callback, then there is a corresponding destroying callback also there. Okay, thanks for watching the video. I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you. Bye.